Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Week 5's TNF matchup is a good one. The Atlanta Falcons hoping to keep their hometown mojo going.
A 58-yard try to win the game with 7 seconds left. Snap spot. Kick from Koo is away. And it is good! 58! And the money shot for Younghoe Koo.
But they take on an opponent feeling equally groovy. Tampa Bay Buccaneers back in the win column, Cartman style.
The Buccaneers are going to go for a 4th down now from 1.5 yards away. Mayfield, shotgun look, has the ball, keeps the ball himself, dives! He's got a Tampa Bay touchdown. We have 2 rushing touchdowns, and number 6 has both of them. Mayfield with a design quarterback keeper.
You will respect Baker Mayfield's authority or pay the price. Buccaneers on top of the NFC South with a chance to really extend their lead. Falcons taking on a Baker with plenty of bravado after going for 340-plus yards last week. 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, a rate over 100.
Throw it again. Over the middle, end zone, it is! Caught! Touchdown, Trey Palmer! It's hot, and Baker Mayfield is cooking.
Falcons defense, he draws next. Has Matthew Judon, Grady Jarrett as QB hunters, neither with a Week 4 bag. Falcons with just 1 sack of Derek Carr, but their secondary held Carr to 6.6 yards per attempt. No touchdowns, 1 interception, a low 80s rate. They've held quarterbacks to a sub-90 rate for the year without a lot of sacks or a high pressure rate.
Pump fake, it is deflected and picked off by Anderson. And he will take it all the way. Judon with the initial play. And then it fell into the arms of Troy Anderson.
Cornerback A.J. Terrell allowed just 6 yards versus New Orleans. Mike Hughes just 25. D. Alford gave up 57, but it was 9 targets. Their secondary as a whole, though, gave up 87 yards to Chris Olave, 83 to Rashid Shaheed, both wide receivers. Now they get Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. Evans just dropped 8 catches, 94 yards, and a TD versus Philly.
Mike is one of the elite red area targets. His size and speed, they get him in man-to-man, and there's no way you can stay with Mike Evans. Easy pitch and catch.
Godwin's latest outing, 6 catches, 69 yards.
Another quick throw, Godwin, who breaks a tackle. 1st down and more into Eagles territory, and Godwin with a big gainer.
Plus, Baker has Sterling Shepard. He went for 50-plus last week. Cade Otton, 50-plus as well. Rashad White at running back racked 35 to go along with 49 rush yards, which he picked up on 10 carries, so a nice 4.9 per.
We're going to run it here. White got a 1st down, breaks a tackle and more. Rashad White all the way across the 45, and a good run to pick up a 1st.
Bucks can also roll up a Bucky Irving and hit Atlanta with him. 10 carries, 49 yards, and a TD a week ago.
They pitch it to him. Irving. This time he's in, no question. Touchdown.
Falcons defense they face versus Alvin Kamara and company, 131 yards, held him to 4 yards per carry on 33 attempts. That equals a tough defense to try and run on.
Bam, swim move, gets right by him in the backfield. Alvin Kamara has no chance.
How many runs will Tampa Bay's defense face this week? Atlanta threw 35 times versus the Saints, just 15 carries. Bijan Robinson with just 7 tries. Tyler Algier, 60 yards on just 8 carries.
There is Algier again into that defensive secondary.
Bucks run defense, they get it on with this week. Let Saquon Barkley break a 59-yard run. Other than that, held it down on the ground. You can decide if that's a good showing or a bad one. No question their pass defense comes in off a strong showing. Held Jalen Hurts to 158 yards, just 5.3 yards per attempt, a sub-90 rate. And while they didn't have A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith to deal with, their season numbers against the pass are strong overall.
Jamel Dean got a hand on it, I think.
Now they turn their sights to Kirk Cousins. He used Bijan and Algier for 66 receiving yards combined last week, so their backs were still very much part of the action. Cousins didn't throw any touchdowns, was picked off a sub-70 rate, under 7 yards per attempt.
Cousins over the middle, it is picked off. Intercepted by Adebo.
He did enough to win, though. Wasn't able to connect with his tight end at all, Kyle Pitts. It was his 2 backs and his 3 wideouts. Ray McLeod, 50-plus yards. Darnell Mooney, 50-plus. Drake London, 60-plus. 12 targets, 5 more than anyone on the team last week.
Cousins over the middle, it's complete to Drake London.
Can Atlanta's line hold Tampa Bay's pass rush at bay? They just cracked a hurt Sixer.
Oh, sacked! It's Vita Vea. How can you miss him?
Cousins dropped just once on his 35 pass attempts versus the Saints, only hit 4 times, faced pressure 25% of the time. That's average. Tampa Bay up 31-30 overall against Atlanta in the all-time series, so Falcons trying to tie it up. Let's return to 1986. Lionel Richie was saying you, saying me. Buccaneers were overlooking Steve Young, who was their quarterback. Falcons had Sterling's great-granddad, David Archer, tossing it, I think. Bucs Falcons went to OT. Falcons Mick Luckhurst hits a 34-yarder to send it to OT. Wasn't lucky because he hits another 34-yarder to win it 23-20.